boy Goo, and unfortunately I have some bad news. An attack took place, allegedly, that may or may not affect his appeal. Now, if you've been rocking with the channel from the very beginning, you know Daytrick Johnson, aka Goo, played an important role in my prison bid. And if you're new here, I highly suggest you watch the Know Your Boy Goo video. If Know Your Boy sounds familiar, you've probably heard it from Kodak Black, who really made Pompano, Florida worldwide. This is where Goo's from, in Broward County. And Kodak's homie Pompano Randy is Goo's nephew. I've been screaming bro's name in countless videos because of the injustice regarding his case and the fact that his first felony adult conviction landed him with 50 years on robbery charges, while inmates inside of the Florida Department of Corrections have killed other inmates in the most savage, brutal ways, receiving less than a 25-year sentence. And the same thing in the streets. People have caught second-degree murders and pled out to just 15 years. But Goo never pulled the trigger, never killed anybody, and his release date is 2057. Goo's video blew up not only because I could provide visuals of him actually in prison, but because of the sincerity in the story. And this video isn't the easiest to make because, to be honest, it's bad news. Goo got stabbed a while back, months ago, and without getting into too many details, people wanted him gone, and they made the move while he was in the canteen line. The nurse said the muscle in his back was thick enough to keep the metal from puncturing anything vital. The crash dummy that was sent to stab Goo was repeatedly stabbed his damn self by whoever sent him because he failed to kill Goo, allegedly. When I heard this, it was hard to form the right response. Too many times you'll hear from people outside of prison telling you to lay low, mind your business, and you'll be good. But they don't understand the times when that isn't an option. Unless you're willing to tolerate disrespect or be victimized, which many people are fine with, but not Goo. I understand like he did. After something like that, if you want to survive in the DOC, where respect is all you have, it's on site with whoever's responsible. Because in their eyes, it's on site when they see you. But I hated to think that. All he has to do is get sent to a sweet camp that he can relax and put his feet up at and just focus on his appeal. Any little thing in prison as far as disciplinary reports can be used against him. But an attack on an inmate by a known gang member, that's given the courts exactly what they want to keep him in there. And it happened anyway. It was just completely unrelated. On August 14, 2020, inmate Daytrick Johnson, DC number L58602, was charged with aggravated battery or attempted aggravated battery on an inmate. The lieutenant at the time reviewed the surveillance video from within CDORM and observed the following incident. Inmate Johnson, security threat group Madstone Bloods, was observed exiting the bathroom in the direction of the CDORM officer's station. Inmate Johnson returned to the wing with a T-shaped broom in his right hand, walking in an aggressive manner in the direction of cell C2108 with no visible injuries or appearance of such, continuing towards cell C2108 where another inmate had just arrived. Johnson is observed swinging the broom in the other inmate's direction, but due to the fixed camera view and two sheets hanging from the cell between cell 108 and 109, it could not be determined if Johnson made contact with the broom or any other object thereafter. All brooms were accounted for, inspected for any damage or blood, and it could not be determined which broom had been utilized during the incident. The other inmate was evaluated by medical staff with the following injuries: neck pain, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, sluggish pupils, and a laceration of the back of his head. His injuries required him to be taken to an outside hospital for treatment. So to sum it up, they're basically saying that Goo went and grabbed a push broom, the big janitor brooms that are heavy, they're strong too, and allegedly fired him up with it. And the only backstory that I was able to hear was the dude was allegedly a thief, known for stealing. Whatever happened between him and Goo, I'm not sure. They inspected all the brooms, there was no